Hello my lovelies, happy Tuesday. I hope you're all well, hope everyone's okay. I've had a really good weekend, very productive, and saw Little Man, and yeah, really good weekend. Did a bit of Christmas shopping, got ready for a Chanda this Create and Craft this weekend. So yeah, I had a good weekend. Said Jane didn't have a good weekend. Well, she had a good Saturday. She taught a class, Tuffet class on Saturday for Cardiff Quilters group, which went really well. We've had one lady in already today to finish it off, but then she came down with the dreaded lurgy. She's had the lurgy all weekend, and our Sarah does not deal with colds. She'll freely admit she gets man flu, bless her. So she's feeling very sorry for herself today. I'm going to do, because it's very windy and very blustery and raining out there today. So I didn't bring the Advent over with me. I will pop back online when I get back over the shop, and we'll do that, and we'll do Sunday, Monday, Tuesdays over there. I didn't want to risk dropping all the wind. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's like proper blustery storm out there. So I'll do that when we get back to the shop later. So we're going to kind of crack straight on with it. I did a little sneaky sale, the clearance sale. There might be... Actually, no, there won't be another. I probably won't put a sale on this week, because on Monday we've got our open evening. So on the 18th, the shop is opening from 6 till 9 in the evening. If you're local, come and join us. If you're not, we'll do a live, and there will be a sneaky little discount then. Okay, so no more sales this week, okay? Mind you, I think you all shopped quite a lot over the weekend, so it's fine. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about... You've still got time to make a quilt before Christmas, I promise. Okay, so I'm going to go to the overhead and actually let's say hello to some people, because all the comments have come through now. Hi Melba, hi Kate, hi Jean, hi Anne, hi Claire. Hello my lovelies. I'm going to go over to the overhead, and hopefully all the microphones are working properly this time, and talk to you about these. So these are Liberty scrap packs. Okay, so we have these made for us. I've taken them on to Create and Craft last month before, 2 months ago, and they absolutely sold out so quickly. So we've ordered more. I've ordered just 20 for the shop, and the rest are going on to Create and Craft. It's blowing a hoolie outside. It really is lovely. Yeah, absolutely, Angela. Hi Nikki. Hi Marilyn. So I thought. Lots of people go, oh, I love a scrap pack, never know what to do with it. So I thought we'd make a quilt in a 2 hour, well, we're not going to make the whole thing now, but you could generally do this in 2 hours out of one of these. Hi Pauline. Oh, is it horrible by you as well? Lovely. You get in here 250 grams of fabric. The contents will vary. They are Liberty scraps, but they are big pieces. Because they are done for us, they are big pieces. They're not little tiny bits and little tiny bits. These are good sized pieces. So we're going to open one of these, and I'm going to show you what's in it, and then I'm going to show you how quickly you could make a quilt. All right. So you can see you're getting, they are big pieces. They're good, usable, almost fat eighths basically, pieces from it. It's like I said, 250 grams, which works out at 2¼ meters of fabric. I have put them on the website, so if anybody fancies one, go for it. Okay, you can see sometimes they're sort of slightly squarer pieces, but they're good sizes. You can see they're decent, usable pieces. Okay, hang on, I'm just going to check what that is telling me. Is that I don't know what that is. Oh, okay, don't know. There we go. You can see. Sorry, it wasn't important. I was just checking it was not somebody telling me the microphone or the camera had gone. Hi Lynn, how are you? Hi Anne, it's sunshine in Albury. Oh, I wish the sun was shining here. You can see that lots and lots of fabric in these bags. Like I said, I've got 20 for the shop. The rest are going on to Create and Craft this weekend on the Seamless Sunday. But I thought, you guys, I know, whether you buy a scrap pack or whether you've got scraps there, well, whether you've got scraps there, of course you've got scraps there, this quilt you could genuinely do, and I actually think it looks better the more random there is. I'll chuck all that back in there. So what I did was I opened a scrap pack, and the first thing I did was I smoothed it all out and looked at what I had, and I cut as many squares. It's the biggest squares that I could, which for me on my pieces was 6.5 inches. So I've done 6.5 inch squares. It might be on yours that they're 5.5. It really doesn't matter. I've just cut, you can see I've got a lot. I mean, this is going to make a really, really lovely size lap quilt. Okay, so I cut as many 6.5 inch squares as I could. And then what was left, I cut as many 2.5 inch strips as I could out of the little bits that were left. Okay, so they're all slightly different sizes, but they're all 2.5 lengths rather, but they're all 2.5 inches. All right, and we're going to make a really quick random quilt. This was kind of inspired. It's going to just be a lot of squares and some set pieces. But we had, I've just finished a quilt for Joy Griffiths on Daphne, and she'd just done random scrappy Christmas squares, and it just looked gorgeous. I loved it. It was so simple, but it really, really worked. Hi, Linda. Hi, Karen. How are you? You're having a wet British weather. Oh, bless you. Yeah, it's not nice here. So the first thing we're going to do is I've put all those 6.5 inch pieces aside. I'm just going to sew these strips together. Okay, so we're going to sew these into strip sets. Now you can see that one's a shorter one, but it doesn't matter because I'm still can get a 6.5 square out of it. So we're basically going to make some little strip sets. Now I want to muddle them up a bit. So let's put that one, let's take the doggy one out of there. Let's put that one into there. So I'm just making sure I've got 3 different ones. 1, 2, 3, like that. And I'm going to keep those aside for later. And I'm going to make 2 strip sets. Okay, so this is how quick this could be. I genuinely think that this could be, this is an afternoon project. You could make a quilt, all right? So I'm going to stitch down 1/4 inch, open this out, and then put that one on, and then I'm going to make that strip set as well. All right, so let's go for it. And while you talk, I've got what, half an hour. Let's see how much of a quilt we can get done in half an hour. I think that's the challenge today. Oh, that's what we'll do. If we're not doing a sale, let's do a challenge post. Okay, let's do a challenge post, and what we're going to do is your quickest makes. Okay, so I'm just using 1/4 inch foot. You're just going to have to talk. Oh, hang on. Oh, I hate it when I've got boots on because I can't get the foot right. Hang on, I'm going to have to take my boot off. These boots are really, really chunky, and I can't feel the pedal at all. There we go. So I'll put a challenge post up when we get back as well. What I want to do is I want you to show me your quickest make, the thing you made when you were just like, I want to make something, and I want you to put in the comments a picture of it and put in the comments how long it took you to make. Okay? So we're going to do a challenge post for the quickest make. There we go. So down that side. I'm going to open that up, and then I'm going to add this one on the other side. Like that. And it doesn't matter that they're different lengths. We're just going to work with what we've got in the scrap pack. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be a scrap pack. It could be that you're going to go through your, maybe you're one of these really organised people that cut your scraps down into pre-cut pieces. A lot of people do that. They cut like 5 inch squares and then 10 inch squares and then 2.5 inch strips. What's left? Grab those out. And I'm challenging you all to see how quickly you can make a quilt. It doesn't have to be a full bed size quilt. It can just be, you know, a lap quilt. But I thought it'd be interesting to see what we could get out of one of these scrap packs. So I'm just doing these 1/4 inch, making strip sets. You're going to have to catch up, fair enough. What does BOW mean? Block of the week. Block of the week, yes, that's it, Vicky. So sometimes we do, with block of the week, sometimes it is a block. Other times it will be a technique like this one. But it's always more, very much quilt focused. Or piecing focused. Where, like the ones on Wednesday and Thursday could be maybe like a storage bag or gift bag, that type of thing. Okay, definitely not organised when it comes to fabric. No, no, me neither, love. All my scraps just go in a box and then I just pull it out as and when, just pull it out willy nilly. But some people are. I know some people is like they'll do their scraps. They'll cut their scraps down, not only to pre-cut sides, they'll then organise them all by colour. which I just think is amazing. I wish I had that sort of time. I'd like a whole shelf where it was all my scraps were sorted into not only sizes but colours, all in little pretty boxes. Wouldn't that be nice? Here we go, all the way down this one. And what was that? 4 minutes, and we have 2 strip sets done. Okay, so I'm going to take these back over to the overhead, and we're going to iron these out. So I just tried to push off the floor to move the chair, forgetting that I had a sock on rather than a boot, rather than my boot, because I took my boot off and slipped. That's what that noise was. Another common one is, block of the month. So there's lots of acronyms, isn't there? So PhD, project half done. A stable, S-T-A-B-L-E, is stash accumulated beyond life expectancy. We do, things like HST, half square triangle, and all that type of thing. We used a lot of acronyms in quilting. Right, there we go. So there's the first strip set done, and then we're going to do another one. Just iron this one out, and I'm just ironing them all one way. It doesn't really matter. We're not going to be adding these on to we're not going to be nesting them, so it doesn't really matter. You just want it to lie nice and flat. And because they were 2.5, they should then measure 6.5 wide, which is why it matches. This is why I cut these at 6.5. Okay, because I knew this would match. If you can only get all 5.5 squares out of it, just do that, lovely. Do you sell scrap packs? We do, lovely. Yeah, absolutely, Emma. We do. We do these Liberty ones. These have gone on the website. If you go onto our website and Google scrap pack, there's lots of different ones. We do the Moda ones. We do our own ones. We do Liberty ones, and they're all different prices depending on what fabric is in them. Okay, so I'm just going to straighten up that edge, and then I've done it again. I've nicked, this is a brand new blade in here, and I accidentally went over a pin yesterday, and now it's knackered. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to make 6.5-inch squares out of this strip set, because I didn't want any of this scrap to go to waste. So let's see how many we can get out. 1, there's another one there. 2, we should be able to get 3 out of this one, and yeah, easily 3 out of that one. Okay, now just before I cut the other one up, I'll just show you what I had left from the scrap pack. So I had all these bits left from my scrap pack, and I'm going to make a crumb, do some crumb quilting, like mile a minute, directly onto wadding, and make just like some little mug mats and stuff. Because you've got enough there for crumb quilting, some really nice little pieces. They're too nice to throw away, and more than enough to do some little mug mats. So I've got all that left, in which case I will put that little bit in as well to that pile, and I can use that in the crumb quilting. Okay, so I've got 3 that's out of that one, and then let's do 3 out of this one. Okay. Good. I'm just using a horizontal line along there. I didn't straighten it up. It's fine. I'll do it now. Turn it, and I'm just going to straighten that one up now on that edge. And then again, these are 6.5, and hopefully I can get 3 out of this one as well. Now, the next little bit will probably make some of you people who don't do random freak out a little bit. Okay. Don't freak out too much. Oh, that went really wonky. That's because I'm sat down cutting. I hate sitting down to cut. I'm definitely a stand up to cut girl. There we go. Let's just, there we go. Just trim that one back up. Okay, so I managed to get another 6 blocks out of those pieces. This piece here, because it's scrappy, I'm going to cut that in half. Cut that strip in half like that. There, and I don't mind the fact that this strip set is going to have either side, so I'm going to do that and that like that, and I can get another 6.5-inch block out of there. Okay, I won't do that now because I want to start putting the other ones together. So let's have a little look. So I've definitely got 6, so I'll have 7 stripy blocks. And how many did I get? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, it's just me counting now. 9, 10, 11, 12. Hang on, let me just shut the girls up because they're chattering and it keeps going off. Let me just turn that right down. There we go. What did I get to? 11? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Oh, come on. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So 35 and 7. What's 35 and 7? Oh, God, do me maths. Hang on. 35 plus 7 is 42. That works perfectly because I can do 7 rows. Yeah, 7 rows of 6 squares. So I'm going to put one of these in each. And I'm not going to think about this, okay? If you worry about doing random stuff, put these in a bag. Put these in a carrier bag that you can't look at, okay? Just going to muddle them all up and just pull them out at random, okay? And I would say the only rule is if you happen to pull out 2 the same, put one back, okay? And we're just going to literally chain piece these all together. All right, the small bits are good for applique. Yeah, absolutely. All these little bits are great if you do lots of applique and stuff. You know, they're really good for that. Like I said, I'm going to use that for a bit of crumb quilting. So I'm going to do a row of 6. All right, and then I'm going to choose 6 squares. 1, 2. I'm trying not to look at them. 3, 4. Okay, 5. Oh, 5. 6. Okay, so I've got 2 of the same in that row, but I'll just make sure they're not together. Okay, and I'm going to just put one of my stripy ones in. And the only thing I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to put this in a different position each time. So I'm going to put it as number 1 in the first row, number 2 in the second row, and go down like that. I think that'll work. Yeah, and that way I've got one stripy one in each of these. Okay, so. Late today, what are we making? Who won the raffle today? I haven't done the raffle yet, Marion, sorry. I didn't want to bring it out in the rain. So I'm going to do it when I get back to the shop. We are going to make a quilt in a flash. We're going to make a quilt out of scraps. Okay. So I'm going to chain piece these. So 1, 2. I'm trying not to think too much when I pick them up. I'm just putting them right sides together. Don't think too much. Scrappy works better when it's completely random. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to put 6 together like that. Don't worry about pinning them. We're doing a quilt in a flash. I'm challenging people to make a quilt top in an afternoon. Because it won't even be an afternoon. I reckon this is quicker than a jelly roll race. I reckon it'll take you longer to cut it all. So I'm going to put these together now in a row. So I just don't want those 2 purples together. So that's fine. Let's put those 2 together there. There we go. Like that. And then I'm going to put this one on the other end so that nothing is touching. There we go. Like that. There we go. So the stripy one, like I said, I'm going to put it in what size are the squares? So I've cut this all out of, hang on, I'm coming back over to the overhead. There we go. So it's my first row done. All right. Like I said, I'm going to do my stripy ones like that. So I'm going to put it in, I'm going to put, on the first row, I'm going to put it in the first position. On the second row, I'm going to put it in the second position and work it down that way, okay? So yeah, they were 6.5 inches, I've cut them. Basically, what you can cut out of a scrap pack, we're using scraps. So these, but it doesn't have to be 6.5. It could be that you've got lots of 5-inch squares or 5.5 or 4.5. This is more about just using a scrap pack and what can you get out of it. Oh, lock everything. So I'm going to put that first stripy one but 6.5 squares work really well with 2.5-inch strips to make the strip set, because obviously 3 2.5s when they're sewn together make a 6.5 width, which is why I went with those. Okay, so there is row 1 done. Okay, so I know it's a little random, but it's okay. It's a scrappy quilt. Row 1 done. So row 2, I want one of those, and then I'm going to put that into the second position like that. And then I want another 5, don't I? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I've picked another 5 just out of the pile. Didn't think about it. Let's do that row. There we go. I reckon you could generally do this in under an hour. If you're making quilts for like Linus or quilts for care leavers or something like that, this would be really, really easy way of doing it. Okay, and using up those piles and piles of scraps that we've got hanging around, and I know you've all got them. There we go. So, I'm going to say it's completely random, but we are going to do a little organising before I start putting these together, because I can't be completely random. So, oh, come back over here. That first row that I've got here, okay, like I said, I don't mind if there's same colours in the, the same ones in the same row, but I don't want them to necessarily be touching. So these pairs that I've just made, so I'm going to have the little stripy one there like that. Okay, now I wouldn't see this one here, I don't want to be right directly underneath that, so that's kind of the only organising I'm going to do, is just as each row comes along. So that will be fine there, won't it? And then so that one can go onto that one, and then though nothing there is touching, and then that single one can go on the end here. Okay, so that's kind of the only organising. So it's organised chaos rather than complete chaos. Okay, so there we go. So I'm going to stitch that down and that down, and that's purely just because I don't want them touching. I don't mind them being random, but I just don't want them touching. So, and I mean, this is hardly really worth me doing a 1 o'clock on. It's so simple, this, but it's more about just thinking slightly outside the box and what are you going to do with all of those scraps, because I am very much about using scraps up at the moment. Keep it out of landfill. And if you've got a Christmas present you still need to make, this would be perfect, because I'm going to make this top and I'm going to back it with an IKEA fleece and it'll be done. So that's in the second position, and then we can add that one onto there like that. There we go. You could bag it out even, and you don't even really need to put wadding or anything in it then. As you can see, I haven't ironed anything or anything yet, because I'm going to put these 2 rows together like this now, and I'm just going to do it as I go. Again, cut down on your time. It's a scrappy quilt, so I'm just going to make sure they go opposite directions as I stitch it down. So there's rows 1 and 2 going together. And then as I get to the next little bit, I'm just lining up those edges. Getting to the next one, just nest that seam. Just there like that. Keep your finger on it. Down we go to the next bit. There we go, nest that little seam there. And away we go again. I'm trying to keep an eye on your comments as well. Sorry, I know I'm keep stopping, but I'm just trying to nest that one. That one wants to go that way. And I did one of these with Liberty Tana Lawn scrap pack. literally just cut squares and made it. And it's little man's favourite blanket. It goes everywhere with him. It's magic blanket. It goes literally, I mean, it's absolutely ruined now. It's literally got holes in it and everything, because it wasn't designed to be dragged around the floor and go through the washing machine all the time and everything. It's ruined, but he loves it. There we go. So, as you can see, I've now got row 1 and 2 together. And I like the fact they're big squares, so you're really showcasing all these prints. And what's it going to be width-wise? Let's have a look. So it's 20. Brain's not doing the maths today. 20. It's going to be like 41 inches wide by 46. So a good lap quilt, you know, a really good lap quilt, you know, over the sofa type thing. Next row. Grab it again. I'm being a little bit fussy with these. I'm going to grab another one of these, and that's going to go into position number 3 like that. And then I'm going to grab 6 more squares. So got one of those, got one of those, got one of those, one of those, ooh, one of those. There we go, like that. Okay, and I would just keep building it up like this. So again, I would just kind of decide where they're going to go. See, I wouldn't put that one there because I don't want it to be underneath, so I'm going to put that one there. And then in row 4 I'd put the stripy one in position 4, row 5, etc, etc. So incredibly quick and easy to do. And actually I think I love a scrappy quilt. I know you can't really see this. What I will do is I will finish this up tonight, and then you can see it finished tomorrow. But again, so like that one there, so number 4 would be down here like that, and number 5, number 6, number 7, just to use up all the bits. And you're going to have a really lovely size quilt out of this. You could back it with fleece. Yeah, I've got a couple of IKEA fleeces, so I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to just back this straight onto fleece, and I might just hand tie, just stitch into the corners really quick, because it's nice and easy with a bit of cotton pearl. But you can see, you can get a whole Liberty quilt out of one of these scrap packs. You know, you've got a lot of fabric in there. Like I said, there's 2.25 meters of fabric. It is completely random. The contents vary. You can see, you know, I didn't have that one in my pack. You've got more blue in that one. You know, they do vary totally, and the sizes do vary a little bit. But like if they're not 6.5, that's what I cut my 2.5 inch strips from. So you can easily get, you know, a quilt top. You can see, I don't know, you can see, like that, like that, out of it, okay? Anyway, where am I? There I am. Oh yeah, that was it for today. Super quick, and like I said, incredibly easy little technique. But how many times have you guys, I'm sure you have, because I have, bought a scrap pack or gone through your bucket of scraps and thought, oh, I don't know what to do with all this. Just make something quick and beautiful. Okay, just throw it all together. Or if you really can't do random, you know, go through your scrap bucket and pull out all your pinks or all your greens or all your blues, and just, it doesn't matter what pattern or design they are, just do it like that. You know, cut big squares, sew them together. It's really mindful just to do that sewing. And you could have a present for somebody literally by tomorrow, basically. We have got some of the Liberty scrap packs. They are on our website. We haven't got many, we've got 20 of them. The rest, like I said, are for Crate and Craft. They're going on Seamless Sunday on Sunday, along with motor scrap packs as well. So great project for learners. Absolutely, yeah. If you haven't done any quilting before, this is a really easy way to just have a little play without, you know, worrying too much. Big squares, so it's simple stitching. Maybe you're stitching with grandkids or little ones who want to have a go. Nice and easy to do, okay? And decreases your stash. A project for after Christmas. You're busy doing Christmas things. Oh, bless you. I'm not busy doing Christmas things because I haven't got time. Nobody's getting anything handmade for Christmas this year. Not a chance. but it doesn't matter, it's fine. But I will finish this tonight because it'll probably take me about another half an hour to get that top finished, and I'll show you on the 1 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow, I know we normally do 7 o'clock on a Wednesday now, but we're going out. We've got our staff night out. We're going all going out to this new ramen place, the 3 of us. So I will be doing 1 o'clock tomorrow, not 7 o'clock. Okay, so I will see you then. Using your scrap pack now. Got a couple of vehicle and road sign fabrics making key rings. Lush, amazing. That's really cool, hun. Yeah, we've got some of our own scrap packs on. Liberty and Moda ones are there. So that's it from me, my darlings. I'll be back in about 10 minutes because I'm going to run back over the shop and we'll do the advent drawer over there. Okay, so take care. See you tomorrow. Bye.